Hello, Try This fam. How are you guys today? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Women's X Herstory Month. We are super excited to be in front of you guys today. Hello, fam. Hey, Miss Tanya. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Mom. All right. Good job, Mom. I see your request. Hello. It has been a fun Tuesday so far for me. Hey, Q. Brian, getting you on as well as soon as I see your request come through. All right. Well, it is definitely storming down here in lovely Dallas. Not sure what the weather is looking like in your area, but it has just been a weird month of weather. Like all these places that are usually very cold have not been cold at all.
Hey, hey.
Hey, red lips, come on.
It's funny because I always have the same two lipsticks on the table at all times,
Wow, wow. Just
so it doesn't
always ready
matter.
to go with that red lip.
Yeah, well, for these lives, it's always the same one. So,
Kind of a
yeah,
good. It projects well on TV. So,
yeah.
Mom, it's coming back saying you're unable to get on. I don't know.
Okay, we'll keep trying.
Might have to switch on over to something else. I don't know. But
Okay.
yeah, and you're oh, there you go, Mom. See you.
Hey, all right.
Hey.
Whoa, that was
Oh,
Nice.
close. 'Cause at first, it
yeah.
looked like it didn't want to let me in. And where
I
did
know.
Oh,
Kiana go? Oh, there
She's
she is.
happy.
Okay.
Yeah, she was wiping off her screen. Oh,
Cool.
you look cute, Mom.
Well, thank
yeah, you do. I like the
you.
scarf.
Thank
That's
you.
cute.
Like
Out
Yeah,
that.
that
running
looks nice.
errands. Out running errands today. Try to look a little stylish.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
it's
Run
cute.
with the
Yeah, it's
stylist.
very
I
cute.
like that. That's cute.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it looks nice.
I'll let you.
Everybody's looking great. Everybody's looking good tonight, and all the people that's already in here. And wow, that's really great. So let me get started so we can get started. So
Okay.
thank you, everybody who has come in to join us for Tea Time Tuesday with Try Distinction. It's just marvelous to see everybody in already. We have quite a few viewers, so thank you, thank you, thank you. So welcome to Tea Time Tuesday with Try Distinction, the three queens of Try Distinction. Try Distinction is an online business and jewelry store, and it consists of three queens that design three different styles of jewelry. So go online, check us out, www.trydistinction.com. Check out our website. We have three distinct different styles of jewelry that you may like, you may see, you may want, you may buy. So check us out and share it with others. And we'd love to send something to you.
Mhm.
So once again, welcome to Tea Time Tuesday with Try Distinction, and sit back and relax for the next 30, 40 minutes and enjoy our show. Yay.
We are
Thank you. Well,
excited for it is Women's History Month. But as
Yes,
we say here, it is Women X Herstory Month. We like to celebrate
yes,
everybody here. So hopefully
yes.
you are celebrating that. It's the whole month of March, and we're trying to occupy that entire month, you guys. So,
Mhm.
I don't know your situations at work, but definitely in your household, you can talk
Yeah.
all about Women's History Month. Okay,
yeah.
so that's what we're going to be doing all month long. So if you are getting any type of newsletters from us or texts, you're going to see that a lot. We did have a lot of people have questions on that last year, so I have typed up a quick little disclaimer of what that is, just to make it
Mhm.
easy for everybody.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yes.
Oh,
So we use Women X, so putting an X instead of the E.
mhm.
And that's just a way to be inclusive when it comes to trans and non-binary women. We want to make sure that their stories are captured and heard throughout this month as well and all year. So that's why we
Yeah.
use that. And then herstory, we like to, of course, celebrate what women have done. So it is her
Mhm.
story instead of his story.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that is why we say herstory. So
Mhm.
Oh,
hopefully
Yeah.
very
that
good.
helps.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
Good.
nice. That's
Good.
nice.
hopefully
Yes,
that
I
helps.
like it. Very good. I mean, yes, that goes goes in line with our business. So very good.
Yeah.
Yes, very
Maybe you could kind of
Definitely.
put
distinct.
in down at the bottom so women can see that what that actually looks like.
Sure, you are right about it, Mom. Let me just throw it in here that we are all on the same
Yeah.
page. There you go.
Because I
Okay.
heard it, but I'm just not sure if I would recognize it when I see it, what it really looks like when you said it.
Well,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
Good point.
yeah.
Good
So
point.
yeah, so good job,
Yes.
Shemai. Yeah, that is
Thank
right
you.
in line with try distinction and being distinct and unique and special. So
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
yes, very good.
There it is.
So thank you guys. We don't have any announcements for this week. I think, really what it is just trying to get back into the swing of everything. We
Mm-hmm.
have really been on a break and a hiatus from social media, if you haven't noticed. So we're trying to get back in there, trying to get the media back in, but I needed some breaks from social media. So we are going to get back in there and start posting and interacting more. So hopefully
Yeah.
you guys will see that in the coming weeks. And
Mm-hmm.
yes, especially for this month. So we're like, okay, this is a nice little, um, I don't know, catapult, I
Yeah.
guess, to get us started, get us back in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So we will
Yes.
be on there posting, just so you guys know. So we're excited about that. So thank you guys so much again for joining us
Very
tonight.
good.
So,
Thank
and I know,
you.
yeah, go ahead, Jemima.
Oh, and I was going to also say thank you for your encouragement as we were on our break. You guys were so sweet. So,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
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 we
exactly.
enjoyed that break, but we also enjoy getting to hang out with y'all. So we're back. We're excited to be back, and
Yeah.
we'll be coming every week with a theme. The theme for Women's Herstory Month this year was moving forward together, women
Mm.
educating and inspiring generations.
Okay.
So
All
Yeah.
right. Very
that is
nice.
always the theme, or the theme is always put on by the National Women's History Alliance. And so that is the theme they chose for this year. So moving forward together and women educating and inspiring generations. So what I thought would be kind of nice is we're going to kind of focus in on certain topics each week to just kind of talk about women that have impacted us on those topics,
Okay.
just so we can kind of have a little order
Okay.
and all that. But
Okay.
this week is all about artistry and creativity.
Mm.
So
Nice,
we
Shemai.
kind of have a challenge for the three of us, is that every week we're going to talk about two people separately, but we cannot
Mm-hmm.
repeat the same person. We cannot repeat the same person each week. So we're going to try to hold ourselves accountable because there's so many women in
So
our
many
lives that
women.
have impacted us. And we need to
Yeah.
kind of, deep dive into who those women are. So that's the whole
Yes.
Okay.
time.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 So
All right.
artistry
Sounds good.
and creativity is who we're talking about this week. So who'd
Okay.
you come up with, Mom? Who's one of
Okay.
them?
Well,
One.
Oh, just
one,
one. Mm.
just one for right now. I came up with Ruth Carter. I
Oh.
don't know if you can see her face there. Ruth Carter.
Mm.
Ruth Carter is a costume designer. She has won 2 Oscars. She is the first Black woman to win an Academy Award for costume designing. And her first one was for Black Panther, and her second was for Wakanda. So she is making history by being the first African American to win in that category. So you look up Ruth Carter, she made absolutely exquisite costumes for both Black Panther and Wakanda. We remember, all that we saw in Wakanda and Black Panther, the colors, the fabrics, all the detailing that she put together. She made all the jewelry. She made all of their costumes, all of their blankets that they wore for causing a what is
A
it? The
shield.
Trinity, a shield. Yes.
Shield.
So all of that, Ruth Carter designed and made all of the warrior outfits, all of the different Black Panther outfits. So those were really beautiful and they were very inspiring to me. And so, being that she just won the other day, when I looked at the Oscars, I said, I'll bring up Ruth Carter. So that's who I've chose as one of my two for artists and creativity.
Nice,
Very good,
Mom.
Mom. Very
That's
good.
a good
Very good,
one.
Mom. Yeah, very nice.
Cool.
Very
Didn't they do
nice.
Cool.
did they do a documentary on her? Is that the one that we all
A while
watched?
back. Yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
did. They did a
That was really
documentary on her a while back.
that was
Yes.
really
Good.
yeah, that was very
Hmm.
nicely done. They did that museum exhibit of all her
Yeah.
costumes and
Yes, all of her costumes.
I
Yes.
was
Beautiful. Beautiful.
That's
absolutely
awesome.
Beautiful.
Very
love
nice.
that.
Yes.
Very nice.
Okay.
I like
Good
that. I
one.
like
So
that.
that was on a national level. So
Nice.
Okay.
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 I
you
see
Yeah.
you
know,
got levels to it, Mom.
yes,
Levels.
I do. I have levels to it. Yes, I've been blessed
Levels
to
to
have
it.
levels.
I love
Levels.
that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Kiana, what you got?
So, my first person is a musical artist.
Mm.
Mine is Jill Scott.
All
For
right.
me, Jill Scott is an inspiration to me. I feel like when she came out, and this is not prior to her doing like Broadway and all of those things, when she came out as an R&B singer, it was literally a pivotal time in my life. I was like, I want to say 18, no, probably like 18, 19 or whatever when she came out. And her whole first album literally was my life, I felt like at that
Mm.
time. And I just felt like the way she sounded, not only was she from Philly and she had the whole Philly vibe
Mm.
and this kind of I don't know, this sexiness, this beautiful spirit, the way she spoke, the words that she wrote. She's a
Mm.
poet. She's writer. She does so many things, but I just felt like she always has like these beautiful stories when she puts out music. It's always very thoughtful. And so
Mm.
we had the opportunity to see her in concert. Um, I don't want to say
What
it was
was that?
it was a while ago, and she is an amazing live musician, and even in that she tells these beautiful stories, and it's so inspirational when you see her in person and see her working her craft on the stage. And so she's always been an inspiration to me in so many different ways. Like, I just absolutely love her. And so Jill Scott is personally one of my inspirations as far as being a musical artist and being a creative and speaking to the culture, speaking to women, speaking to men, always encouraging, always affirming
Mm.
people, which I think she does really well about that in her music. And I think about that in her first album with Long Walk, when she's talking about He Loves Me. Like, those are like big songs for me, and I feel like they're
Mm.
timeless, and everybody remembers them, and they remember how they felt
Yeah.
when they heard those songs. And so
Hmm.
that's one of the people I absolutely love, musical artists. So
All
Oh,
right. Cool.
so
that's
that's my first
great
person.
one.
Yes, so
That's
that's my
Cool.
girl.
I
Yeah,
love that one. And
Yeah.
even when she came out with her book of poetry,
yeah,
killed it. Killed
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
She's an amazing writer,
Mm.
amazing writer. So,
Mhm.
oh, an amazing actress too. I mean, she acts
Yeah.
too. I forget that. Yeah.
Does it
So
all.
yeah,
Does it
yeah.
all.
She does it all. She's funny as well. So yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Super
So
cute.
love
Yes.
Jill Scott.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. Okay, I like how
That
this is
is.
going. So this first round is, kind of keeping to a theme. Mine's a celebrity as well. So that is Rihanna is who I picked as mine.
Okay.
I love
Um,
Rihanna.
we
Yeah.
do. We love Rihanna. And it just, when we went to Barbados here recently in January, we got to go to where Rihanna is from and all of
Yeah.
her big spots all over her island. But it was really just talking to her people. And it's like, goes back to my favorite quote by Maya Angelou. It's all about how you make people feel. It's not about what you do for them, what you say to them.
Mm.
It's about how you make people feel, and her island loves her. Her Bayesian people adore her.
Mm-hmm.
She's a
Mm.
living legend for them, and that's something that not a lot of countries can say. Not we can't even always say that,
Yeah.
but you can just feel like her presence on her island. And I think with her being the ambassador of her island, she has done amazing
So
things.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She came out when she was a teenager and she didn't let it just be a musical artistry type thing and I'm going to make it to, stardom and that. She took
Hmm.
it to the next level as like, I'm going to be an ambassador. I want people to know
No,
who Barbados is. I want them to
yeah.
know our impact of the world. Like everybody learned about
Hmm.
sugarcane. Like it was crazy the amount of focus and attention she put on her country. And I think it's just really commendable the levels that she has taken business to for women. So
Mm-hmm.
I just love that when she does any speeches, she's super unapologetic. She's always going to tell you what you need to hear, regardless of the crowd that's around. I love that. I
Hmm.
love that she speaks directly into that brown and black girl. Just, super empowering. So
Mm-hmm.
mine is
Mm-hmm.
always Rihanna. Rihanna.
Yeah, thank you. I think,
Very
yeah, that's
good.
a good
Very
one.
good.
Yeah, I
Very
definitely think she was
good.
a trailblazer when it comes to certain things. Like you think about her Fenty fashion lingerie, the
Hmm.
fashion show she made that she does every year, and how like she had women and men of all different sizes and
Hmm.
backgrounds, and how much when she did that fashion show, how many people looked at that and said, "Oh, we can do that. We don't have
Yeah,
to
I can
have the
wear
same type
that.
of bodies, and I
Yeah,
can wear
I
that."
can wear
And how much she changed that dynamic in the
narrative.
fashion world,
Yes.
and then also with her makeup. You know, it's wild to me to think that it took Rihanna making makeup in all of these shades for people to say, "Oh, other people want shade, makeup in their shades,
Hmm.
color and complexions." And it's like, yeah, you think. And so I thought that, yeah, the way she has taken over that industry has been amazing.
Hmm.
And now you see everybody doing that now, right? Even Victoria's Secret has changed the way they do their fashion show.
Yep.
You know, people still like it. It might be too little, too late for others, but
Yeah.
you know, but keep in mind, Tiana Taylor is doing it this year, right?
Oh,
Where's it come
okay.
Yes,
from? I
yeah,
love
she's
her.
the creative director this year.
She
Oh,
So,
is.
yeah,
okay.
so
Cool. I didn't know that.
which is awesome. I love Tiana
It's
Taylor. So,
Okay.
so I just think it's
Sure.
Rihanna is a good one because yeah, she's an innovator. She is
Hmm.
definitely a global innovator. So I do like her. So very good.
Yes.
Good,
Yeah.
ladies. That one was good.
That was
Very
Very
nice.
good.
good.
And
Yes.
if you're in the chat, please let us know who your two people are when it comes to artistry and creativity,
Mhm.
Women X that have really impacted you personally. So now we're
Mhm.
going to go for our next round. So, Mom,
Okay.
who is your second person?
Well, my second person is my girl, and that is
I guess.
Iris Appel. I don't know if you
Oh,
guys can see Iris,
This Mom's girl. She
oh,
just
but I
was.
love
yes.
Iris. Iris passed last year, May 1st,
Yeah.
2024.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Iris was born August 29th, 1921. So when
Mm.
Iris passed, she was 102 years old. So now
Mm.
you guys might have to go and look her up, but Iris is famous for her irreverent, eye-catching outfits, mixing them with haute couture and oversized custom jewelry. So that is, you know me. Every time you see, I want something big, I want something gaudy. Yes, she
Yeah.
is a classic. She wore a classic look. For instance, she would pair feather boas with
Mhm.
strands of chunky beaded necklaces, bangles, and decorative jackets with Native American beadwork. So she always incorporated so many different types of genre of types of jewelry that she would wear together, whether it be gold, colors, whatever, big necklaces. I mean, she would wear like 5 and 6 necklaces at a time, bangles all up her arms, earrings, and always statement glasses. And now she also has a eyewear business where you can buy her large glasses also. But I've been following her for a long time, before she really became who she was, but because that would be from my brother's days back in the day. But just it, Iris just always was on point, always on point. You could never have too much.
Hmm.
Sometimes we feel, oh, well, that's too much, that's gaudy. No, you can never have too much. And like she said, age is just a number. You wear fashion and style until the day you die, and that's the way I feel too.
I
That is
know
the
that.
way I
Yeah.
feel too.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
I did absolutely love her. Her style was
yeah,
impeccable
yeah,
and very
point blank.
inspiring because Because yeah, I do
Yes.
feel like she's a great inspiration for people who love colors and they love a
Mm-hmm.
lot of
A
jewelry and they like big
lot.
jewelry.
Yeah.
She is a really great inspiration. And so
Mm-hmm.
so I do love her, and like you can be inspired just going to her page and then just be like,
Yes.
"Ooh, I never thought I could put that together."
Put
She's
that
very much
together.
that, who
Those prints,
cares?
those
Hmm.
colors, all of that. The
Yeah.
textures, textiles, all of that. I
Yeah.
love all of that. Yes.
Yeah.
So she is my number two.
Yeah.
Yes.
She is pretty
Yeah.
amazing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So God rest her soul.
Yeah.
But yes, so she
Yes.
was,
God rest her
yes,
soul. Yes.
yes, yes, but still
Thank
inspiring.
you.
So yes,
Mm-hmm.
still inspiring.
Inspiring
So
people. Okay.
yes. Okay, and I'm
Kiana.
next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as many people know, I've had locks for a number of years. So I think I started my lock journey in 2006 is when I started my
6 or
lock
7.
journey.
Yeah.
So
6 or
yeah, so
7.
it's been going for quite a bit of time, and lock journeys, I think it's a very personal journey, especially depending on when you start, how long your hair is. Mine was very short when I started, so I went through, what some would call that kind of ugly stage where you're like, oh, do you want to keep going? Do you want to stop? And so years later, it took quite a bit of time.
Mm.
Because I don't want to say it wasn't popular when I started. Um, it may have not been popular in the workplace, and I guess that's the best way to put it, is that it was still fairly new, at least for Alaska, to have locks
Mm.
in the workplace. I can remember even back then that one of my friends got fired for having locks. So,
Mm.
so it was a very different time when I started my locks, and
Yeah.
so it took years to kind of really find a product that I really loved. We went through a ton. I won't name them all, but your local kind of hair store. I went through all of the different lock products until I was able to settle on a product line that I personally love.
Mm.
And so that product line is Napstar. And you can find them on Instagram. You can find them online, but they're called Napstar, and it is my favorite hair artist and creator. And so she has a wonderful page on Instagram, um, and she shows you how to do locks, how to style locks, how to care for your locks. She talks
Mm.
about her products and how to use them. She has all kinds of tutorials. They do tours around the U.S., even
Mm.
overseas sometimes, of showing people how to do locks and maintaining them. And so she is one of my, well, it's two women. They're both Congolese women, and they have this business that they started called Napstar, and where they're locticians, right? And so they do all kinds of things, and you can go to their website if you have questions. They have all types of information on there, and so that is one of the people that inspires me. I know for Shemai will see one of their videos, and she'll be like, "Okay, let's do this style next time I come into town." And so,
Yeah.
and I think it's a personal journey with your locks. And so for me, I've only had three people who have touched my hair, and that is the person who started my locks, which is Miss Rose in Anchorage, Alaska, started my locks. And then after a certain point, then Shemai started doing my locks. And now where I'm currently located, the person here does my locks. So there's only been three people who have touched my hair, and I think that that's important
Well, Nikki
when you
got to
are doing.
touch it one time.
Oh
Nikki.
yeah, and I'm sorry, when I went to Philly, yes, I went and got my hair
I
done
was
with my
going to say
grandmother.
Nikki.
Oh
Oh.
yes, I'm sorry, and Nikki, yes, in Anchorage, Alaska. I apologize. Yes, and Nikki has done my hair as well. And so I think that that's important, when you're doing something that's so personal like that, that you make sure you have the right people touching your hair. I'm very
Absolutely.
much on people touching you is important, right? I don't need any spirits on me. So it's very important. Hey, you're touching my hair. It's important. I don't know what you're doing back
That's
there.
true.
So it's very important in that journey. And so I appreciate the people who have loved on me, loved on my hair, and I appreciate them. And so Napstar is one of the products that I love using. And it's worked for me. I think they're really clean products, and I just love the way that she's always putting that information out there. So she also was a part of the Black Panther franchise. So all of the faux locks that were in that movie, she was the one who created all of those
Wow, that's
hairstyles for
cool.
all the women who had the faux locks in
Wow,
Black Panther. So
that was
yeah.
cool.
So mine is yes, the hair artist at Napstar.
Very good.
That one
Yeah,
is
yeah,
good.
Very
I
yeah.
can be,
good.
locked in for hours just watching reels of her do different styles. Got to
Mm-hmm.
really catch myself sometimes, but that's a good one. I
Oh
like
yes,
that, Kim.
yes.
Okay. Well, my last person is Kiana as my artist and
Oh,
creator. Yeah.
you're so sweet, Shemai. So sweet.
So, this is so sweet, somebody that inspires you. And so I
Oh,
think
Mm-hmm.
Kiana is that for our team.
oh,
I think anytime we are at a low where we are like, I just don't know, and we have a thing where we say, I just don't know, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But Kiana is that one that pumps us up. She is our creative spirit of our team. She has always had that creative heart, just very passionate about what she does.
Mm-hmm. I
I remember as a young,
agree.
yes, as a young girl, my sister, she's my big sister. So, of course, she was my first person I looked up to. But I remember as a kid, she always had something in her hands, like always creating, always trying to take something apart to change the way that it's made.
Mm-hmm.
And I always like looked up to her. I was like, dang, she can do anything. And she can, y'all. She can do anything. She's so
oh, so
impressive
sweet.
in that way of just being able to look at something and we might see nothing, but she's going to find a way to make it beautiful. And I think she does that in her jewelry. Even today, we were looking at the stuff that she created, just creating, not for any purpose. And I'm like, dang, let's put it on the website right now. I'm so excited. Because it just comes to her naturally where it's going to take me a minute. But it's going to come, but it's going to take me a minute. Um, and so
Oh,
I just really commend Kiana for that. She's always had a natural gift and talent for art. And that's been through artwork, through hand painted art pieces, handcrafted. So she is definitely, I would say, the most impactful for me when it comes to my creativity and how I go forward.
oh,
So,
Well,
Mom, you
that's
wanted
very
to
sweet,
that's
Audrey.
sweet.
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, Mom. That's very
Well,
sweet. I
it
love
is
that.
very sweet and it's very true because we do come from a very creative family. I was going to speak on my family last because of my mother, of course, my grandmother, and my sister. So
Mm-hmm.
I look at all of those three people, and then the last is my brother.
Oh,
So my
Mm-hmm.
brother was a designer. He picked that up from watching my mother make our clothes, and just she made everything we wore, everything. I mean, from jeans to full out overcoats, hats. She made me a full outfit with stockings and everything. I mean, so that was from me from a young age, seeing that type of sewing, millinery when she made hats. And so that was kind of already instilled with me. My grandmother, she was a very high fashion lady also. She wore a hat every day. Every day you saw her, she was
bad.
always together, whether makeup, her hair, her dress of how she dressed herself, always had on a hat wherever she went. And so my sister, she was always an artist. She has several pictures all around her home that she has hand painted and absolutely beautiful artwork, artistry. She's very good at that. And my brother was a fashion designer and he made clothes. I have a lot of his clothes still here. He's passed, gone on to glory, but lots of fashions that he created. I was a part of a lot of his fashion shows, but also working behind the scenes and getting models and clothing and jewelry and everything together. So I have that background, but just always having that creativity around us. And so I think with both my daughters, they both have been touched with that creative spirit. And so Kiana, she used to draw all the time ever since she was a little child. She was always just had a pencil and just was drawing little animals, little caricatures, little fairies and what have you. She was always drawing. And Shemai also had a creativity bone in her. With Shemai, she did things a little differently as far as her creativity. She made things with her hands. I remember when she had made a whole little
Oh,
city when she was in elementary school. I still have it now, and it was lit up by a light bulb. And the way
it
she
was
put that
a house.
together, it looked like a little city because it was
It
made,
was,
it was so big.
it's
And
a
she had
little
all these
house.
little rooms, had all these
Yes,
little rooms, and they all lit up. And I was like, wow, Shema, that is really, really good. And
too
so,
much
you know,
room.
all of them, they have such a creative background. Then Shemai made those masks. Remember those masks we had, those different color masks, and she put
Yeah,
the bold eyelashes on them. And so they both have been very creative. We just come from a creative family. And then, you know, don't get me
Thank you.
started when we're starting to decorate something, whether it's a party, whether it's for Christmas or whatever it's for, we all get together. You know, it's going to be, hey, it's going to be decorated. So
yeah.
that comes from us doing hostess jobs and hosting parties and what have you. So we all have a little touch of that. So that's all sprinkled around very nicely, very nicely.
Yeah,
Yes,
It
it
yes,
is.
definitely
yeah,
is. That's great.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
like for Shemai, just thinking of that, Shemai does really well with production. And
Production.
even in high school, like producing like
Uh,
some of the plays and things like that
yeah.
for our cultural months. Shemai did amazing with
Yeah.
that. And so
Yeah.
so I think that's one thing I think even people that went to Bartlett will remember being in some of her plays that she did for Black History Month and different
Yeah.
months. Shemai
Yeah.
did really well at that. Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
good. Very
writing
good.
and producing those.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you. I enjoy it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Aw.
So that was really good. I enjoyed
I
that. Those are all
do.
six beautiful ladies
Yeah.
and family members, and
Yeah.
that you guys can be inspired by. You can go look up some of those ladies. You
Mm-hmm.
can't always look up, our personal family members, but
Yeah.
just know that they were amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. So
Thanks.
Yeah.
yes. So that was really good. I enjoyed that. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say the names one more time if
Oh, yeah.
everybody did not hear those. So
Mm-hmm.
we had Jill Scott, we had Napstar, the Loctician Company. We have Ruth E. Carter, Iris Apfel, and Rihanna, and then Shemai had myself, and then our family. I would just put us in as family. Yes, we have a
Family.
very, very fashionista, creative artist family.
Yeah.
So everybody in there. So very nice. Very good
Very
job,
nice.
Shamar, for the first
Oh,
week of
thank
Women
you.
History
Very
Month. Love
good.
it.
Just
Very good.
Yes.
remember, ladies, we can't use these names again.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. I'm
Okay.
writing mine down so I
Yeah, I'll just
remember
keep
for next
my
week.
paperwork. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Well, if you guys remember, it is birthday
Yay.
week. We need to celebrate our February birthdays. So we did have a lot of new subscribers. So
Oh,
thank you guys for
thank you. Thank
subscribing.
you. Very good.
So I will
Thank
Hey.
you.
run it.
And around she goes.
What do we got? We have cousin Michelle.
All
Okay.
right, Michelle.
Nice.
Yay. All right.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Hey, happy birthday to ya. Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Yeah. Michelle. Yes. Yes. Cousin. All
Michelle
right.
got it out. Well, Cousin Michelle, thank you for being a subscriber. We will definitely be sending you a gift card you can spend all year long. Um, for any of our February birthdays, you will be getting a nice discount that you can use any time of the
Mhm.
year. But we just thank you guys for being part of the
Thank
Trident
you.
fam.
Yeah.
I'll let Kiana close us out. That's all we got
All
tonight.
right.
Yay! Well, thank you all so much for joining us for Women X Herstory Month. So this is the first week and joining us for a week of creatives and artisans. And so we're so excited to have shared that information with you. Definitely check out those individuals. Some of them are on Instagram and you can see why they inspire us. Um, Thank you for joining us. We're here every week at 5 p.m. Alaska Standard Time with the three queens of Try Distinction. We are the creators. We create all things one of a kind, unique, and distinct. And you can find us at trydistinction.com, where you can find out who we are as well as see all of the beautiful creations that we make. So we hope you guys do that. And if you have questions, make sure you DM us. And then we will see you guys here next week. So thank you guys so much.
Yay.
Yes.
Try
Love you guys.
to
Try
Try to
distinction.
Bye bye.